welcome to the channel. It's Saturday and I had an idea to do something a little differently. So I did tell you that I probably wasn't going to have a video this week because didn't have really any free time to do any installs or anything like that. But I do have a lot of little things to do on all my cars, just some general maintenance, getting ready for the holidays, and I'm actually going to be taking a trip up to New Jersey for Christmas. So one of the most important things is I want to go over my car that I'm going to be taking. I'm actually going to be taking my Integra, which is what we are in now, and just, you know, make sure it's safe for the long drive. It's, you know, 1,000 or 1,100 miles each way, so definitely want to make sure that it's safe. So I'm going to be trying a different style of video today, more of like the vlog type video, just kind of, you know, following myself along throughout the day and just getting a bunch of stuff done. It'll actually be one of the rare occasions that I work on all three of my cars in the same day. It's always good to change things up, so since I'm usually doing install-based videos or event videos, I figured this would be nice to kind of change it up a little bit, do a different style of video and see what you think, see if this is something that you like, or you know, if you don't like it. So right now I'm heading to the tire shop. I ordered new front tires for the Integra earlier this week. Long story short, way back, both the front wheel bearings failed when I was actually away on a road trip. So the whole way back, they were just vibrating back and forth, and it tore up the whole inside edge of the tire. So there wasn't much life left. Put another few thousand miles on them, and now the wires are showing through the tread. So obviously that's something I have to take care of before I go all the way to New Jersey. So like I said, we're on our way to the tire shop now to get those tires mounted and balanced, and then we'll get on with the rest of the day. And here we are. Alright, got the new rubber on the front, thanks to Tire Kingdom, was in and out in 40 minutes, not bad. So now stopping at Walmart to get some oil, oil filter, and some wiper blades, and then we can get on with the rest of the day, get some maintenance done, and you know, get ready for this road trip in the upcoming week. Alright, so about to jack up the car and change the oil. I just love working on these older Hondas. Everything is easily accessible, so easy to work on. One of my favorite parts is how easy it is to jack this car up. The jack point is right there, so right in the front of the car. And then on the side here where you put the jack stand, you can also jack up from this point. It's just a nice sturdy piece of metal, not like the typical pinch welds you see that bend and get all messed up if you put a jack stand under there. Honda was really doing something right in the 90s, and there's times that I really second guess if I should sell this car. Clean your funnel before you put your new oil in. Even if it's been sitting in a clean garage, it still gets dust and all, and you don't want that going into your engine. For some reason, there's something unusually satisfying about pouring in fresh oil. It just looks so clean. Alright, now that the oil's done, time to change the wiper blades. These have been bad for quite some time. Now we can put our new one on. Alright, new wipers are on, just like that. So as you just saw, we did the oil change on the Integra as well as putting some new wiper blades on there. I'm just going to go around the whole car, just check all the fluids and everything that's really important to make sure that it's safe for the road trip. It's something that I do every time that I go on a longer trip. You know, and hopefully it decreases any chances of something happening, you know, halfway through the trip when I'm, you know, out in the middle of the highway somewhere. But I won't bore you with all the little things, you know, checking all the fluids like I said. So I'm actually going to swap the cars now. I'm going to move the Integra, bring the G up, because I have to do an oil change on that. I'm a little bit behind. On that car I use full synthetic, and I try to do the oil change every 5,000 miles. I know that some of you may say that's overkill, but it's just a habit I've gotten into. You know, with regular oil I do every 3,000. With synthetic I do 5. I know you can technically go a lot longer, but just for my peace of mind, you know, I change it more frequently, and you know, if it ends up costing me more money, so be it. At least I'll feel better about it. So here's a perfect example of what I was talking about the jack points. Look how far the jack has to go under this car to get to the front jack point. Luckily on this car, it's high enough that I can do it without riding it up on ramps or blocks. On the Z, it's a totally different story. And then on top of that, these are the little pinch welds where you put the jack stands once it's jacked up, and as you can see, they're already bent here. Just one of those annoying things about jacking up a car. Alright, first thing with this car, I gotta undo part of the splash guard to let it fold down. I mean, and this thing has really seen better days. It's missing screws all over the place. Here, it's just barely hanging on. I got the couple screws back there and over there. But definitely time to invest in one of those fancy aluminum under trays like I have on the Z. Oil change on the G is complete. I also like to check the air filters every oil change and just knock them off, knock them out if they need to be cleaned a little bit. I mean, they do need a full cleaning and re-oil, but I don't have any of the K&N products, so I have to order some of those. But for the meantime, I can just knock it out a little bit just to get all the big particles out. Just looking around at this car makes me want to do some more aesthetic mods. I definitely want to do or get rid of the chrome trim. I'm going to wrap it in black vinyl. Like I said before, I have the lowering springs to go on. Got to get the grille shaved and paint that black and get rid of the chrome around the fog lights. I would like to do something with the headlights, pull them apart and paint the housing, but that's a pretty big project. I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. But I do want to start doing those small things, and I think it'll really increase the look of the car nicely, and sometimes the little things can really make the biggest difference. So next thing we're working on is the Z. Now, luckily, I won't bore you with another oil change. So as I've showed you before, when I installed the roll bar, I had to drill through the floor, and there's these mounting plates here, and there's backing plates underneath, and obviously the bolts go through and tighten up there. Now the problem with that is with drilling through the metal, there's obviously no paint or anything to protect it from possible rust from rain and condensation. So I'm going to jack up the car, and from underneath I'm going to apply some waterproof all-weather clear silicone. So here's the all-purpose silicone I'm going to use. I'm just going to put it all around the backing plates, the bolts, and the nuts, just pretty much anywhere that water can possibly get in. Alright, so here's what I'm referring to. I'm just going to run some silicone right around all the edges and around the nuts here, the bolt holes, and just seal it up all the way around. Well, luckily it's under the car because it doesn't look too pretty, but at least everything's protected now. One side's done. Now I got 3 more to do. Alright, so I sealed up all the points in the roll bar. I'm just under here checking everything just since it's jacked up already. And good thing I did, because one thing I found is the lock nut for the camber arm here is backed out. Should be against the red bar like that on the other side, and it's not. So it's always good to go around and check everything, and I'll be also spraying the spherical bushings since they've been making some noise, especially on a car that you drive aggressively and or on the track. You just want to make sure everything is tight. Alright, I think that about does it. Z is back in the garage, and I pretty much got done everything that I wanted to do today. As you saw, it was just a bunch of little things, so I figured I'd make this different style video, kind of just, going along with my day and, seeing what I do on a day that I, maintain cars and just, do stuff around the house. If this is something you like, let me know. If not, let me know as well. This is something I, thought I could maybe do every once in a while, in between the, full install videos. But yeah, just let me know what you think, if you liked it or not. It's definitely a different style than I'm used to. It's kind of interesting filming all day, just little things throughout the day, instead of just, like I said, one install video. But it was fun. It was nice to change it up a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed it. So now the Integra is just about ready to go to New Jersey. Just a couple last minute things just to go over, but for the most part, all the big things are taken care of. And unfortunately, I get to enjoy the cold and the snow in the coming week. But in any event, thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Again, please let me know what you thought of this style. And as always, thanks to my current viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. So that concludes my fun-filled day. Gonna go hang out with some friends tonight and do some more chores around the house tomorrow. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and I will see you next time.